Hi everyone, and a happy Sunday morning to you. Well, yesterday I made a video on how to make the Terri bow. Last night, after watching the video many times, we decided that we didn't think you could see very clearly what I was doing with the ribbon at this point. So this morning we're going to re-tape this part of the video. Using different ribbon, but it's exactly the same. We're going to retape this, and you're going to hear me talking to the director, my husband. He's standing right over my shoulder, and he's going to zoom in and out and show you, we're going to try to show you very closely what to do with the wire at this point. I think this is going to really help you. I've had a couple of people contact me already this morning and ask if I could show what goes on at this point in the bow making process. So here we go. And once again, we'll be zooming in and out, so I hope it doesn't make you seasick or anything. But here we go. So here I am starting with my first ribbon. I've already cut my little dovetail in the end. And I'm going to go all the way to the E. I'm not going to the edge of the board yet. This is just my little 1-inch ribbon in the middle. Here's my measurement right at the base finger. And now I'm going to pinch. I'm going to pinch my ribbon. Let's see, I'm watching on a monitor that's sitting right in front of me, so I can see what you're seeing too. I've never done this thing before, so it's a little awkward. So here is my first piece of wire. This is the 26 gauge wire. It's the heavier of the two pieces of wire. I'm going to come from the back. Okay. Now I'm going to go 2 times around very neatly. I'm going to end with one piece of wire up and one piece of wire down. I'm going to place my first piece of ribbon right here at the base finger. You see, I'm going to move this a little bit. I want you to get this straight on this way. Okay. Don't go all the way down to the bottom. If you do that, it'll make your bow very lopsided and just not come out well. So you want to come up here in the middle of your base finger. Now, you see I'm holding it there with my thumb. That's fine. This piece of wire, your top piece of wire, you want to go around your base finger and go around this. You're going to wrap this wire around the base finger. You're going to go to the left. Don't go to the right, because if you do this, it's going to pull your wire around. So you're going to hold it here with your thumb and start to the left, and then go around and pull it around to the top. Don't wrap it around down here, because if you do, your wire's going to all be covered up with your ribbon and you won't be able to get it off of the end. So you're going to go to the left, come around, come to the top, and wrap it on itself. As neat as you can. I'm watching on the monitor. I wasn't watching what I was doing there. And you see this little piece of wire? See this little tip? You want to leave that so that you can get to your wire quickly at the end. So that's how that's supposed to look. Your other piece of wire, you're going to take it, you're going to go around the nail just once. That's all you need to. And look, I'm just going to take this and flip that and stick it up under my board. I want to get this piece of wire out of the way for now, especially with the Terri bow, because we're going to be using another piece of wire, and we don't want these to get tangled up together. So that's how that's supposed to look at that point. That's how you start. So, wait, I just dropped my other piece of wire. Here we go. I'm back. Now, take this. See, I use my fingers like this because I'm using my little pointer finger as my guide. I'm going around finger 1 right. I'm going to put my finger here right underneath my twist, put the bottom edge of my ribbon on my finger. I'm going to pinch to it. And there is my twist. And I say bottoms up because I'm bringing the bottom edge of the ribbon up. You see, let's do that one more time so you can see that. Finger there. Bottom edge of ribbon to my finger, pinch down to it, and bring the bottom edge of the ribbon up. And that is the bottoms up movement, up. I can hold my thumb here if I'd like, and here we go again. You see I'm going to use my pointer finger as my guide. Now it's going over finger 1 left, and that's it. Now, finger here, bottom edge to my finger, and I'm going to pinch and bring the bottom edge of my ribbon up. That's the bottoms up movement. Okay? Now, this is what is so different about the Terri bow. Let's see, I'm going to turn this way. I'm watching this on a monitor. A little awkward for me, but here we go. This is my second piece of wire. It's much smaller than my first piece of wire. I'm going to come from the top. This is the top of the bow. I'm going to take this piece of wire and slide it underneath to the right. You see how I'm coming? Look, I'm going to lay it on the board. See there? It's underneath my ribbon. I'm going to bring it to my halfway point. Half of my wire is going up, half of my wire is going down. You see the other little piece of wire down here is coming out. Now I'm going to come to the right. See how I'm coming around the right? Look, and I'm going to pull it out. I think I'm going to go off camera here, but I'm making my two little pieces of wire the same length is all I'm doing, okay? Because I'm going to keep using this piece of wire. And now look, all I'm going to do is just twist. I'm twisting this piece of wire. I'm really tightening it up, and I'm just twisting it. Just one time around. Twist. I'm just twisting that piece of wire. This is going to hold this piece of ribbon in place the whole time we are making the Terri bow. Terri and I have both tried making this bow without using the wire. It's kind of difficult because you're just adding on so many pieces of ribbon one at a time. It's kind of hard to hold. So we just decided to do it this way, and I think you'll enjoy it also. So there's your piece of wire. Now I'm going to come to the end, and I'm a little off camera here, but all I'm doing is going to the E, and I'm dovetailing that piece of ribbon. Now, so that's not what's so important about this little addendum to this video. It's what's going on in this position that I really wanted you to see. Now I'm coming with my second ribbon. Here we go. This is my second ribbon I'm going to put in this little bow. I'm going to dovetail it. I'm going out to the E. That's my measurement. And now it's out to the E right here. And I'm going to pinch. I'm just going to pinch it up, make a pretty little pinch. And I'm going to set it right on top of my first pinch. On my first little piece of wire. Bring the piece of wire up or bring it down. That's all I'm doing is just wiring very gently this piece of ribbon in place. And leaving it up and leaving this piece of wire up and down. We're going to be working, bringing our ribbon back and forth through this little piece of wire. That's all we're doing. So now, and look, I can take this piece of ribbon and put it here, and this piece of ribbon and put it here, and just get it out of the way. This is just very neat how to make this bow. So here we go. I'm going to use my pointer finger as my guide. Put my finger here, bottom edge of my ribbon to my finger, pinch, and there's my twist. Now at this point, you can wire it off again if you would like. On a little sheer ribbon like this, just bring it up and just bring it up. You just bring it up and down. Wire that little piece of ribbon in place. See, leave you wire. All I did was just one little ring around. That's all. Put your thumb there if you like, or not. Use your pointer finger. Use it as your guide. Drop it over finger to left. Finger here. Bottom edge of ribbon to your finger. Pinch. Bring your bottom edge of your ribbon up. Bottoms up. Now, take your little piece of wire and just make one little twist. And that's it. And that is just wiring this ribbon in place for now. Leave your wire up, leave your wire down. Now you can take that little piece of ribbon and put it over there, get it out of your way. Now I'm going to sit here, I'm off camera. I'm just going out to the E, I'm cutting my little dovetail. And now I'm going to take this piece of ribbon and put it here. Just get it out of the way for now. Now here we come with my next piece of ribbon. Now I'm going to put in a 2-inch piece. Okay, so it's happy birthday. We're making a happy birthday bow. Okay, dovetail. Kind of off camera. Okay, now this is very important. So here is a one-sided ribbon. Can't tell too much, but this is the wrong side of the ribbon. It's brighter on this side, so this is the right side of the ribbon. This is the top of the bow. This is the bottom of the bow. So what I want to do, because I want all of my ribbon facing up, I'm placing this piece of ribbon facing up, or the top, because this is top of my bow. I've made my dovetail. I'm going all the way to the end of the bow, kind of off camera there, but I'm bringing it right to the edge of the bow. And now here's my measurement. We're right here at the base finger. I'm going to pinch it up. See how I'm just pinching it? I'm making a real nice pinch here. See? I can take my fingernail and I'm just going to really pinch that together really nice. Sit it there. I don't want to come up here or down here. That'll ruin your bow. It just doesn't work that way. You have to continually stack one on top of the other and work straight outward. Okay? That's just very important. Now take your piece of wire, go up and down. Just wire it in place. Okay? That's just enough just to, this little piece of wire here is just to hold your ribbon in place so you can let it go. And your piece of ribbon is just going to stay in place. I'm going to stick this up here and get it out of my way for now. Get this out of the way. Here I'm going to use my pointer finger. See, I always do that. You can kind of train yourself. You can do like this. See, use your pointer finger and just drop it over. Put my finger here. Bottom edge of the ribbon to my finger. Pinch down. Pinch to my finger, and bottoms up. Bring the bottom edge of your ribbon up. Okay, here we go. There's my guide, and drop it over. Finger here, bottom edge of ribbon to my finger, pinch, and bring the bottom edge of my ribbon up. It's really a half twist. It's not a whole twist. You do not keep going. Never keep going. It's really just a half twist. Let me show you that again. Finger here, right underneath where I'm working, directly underneath. Put my finger there, and the bottom edge, this is the bottom edge of the ribbon, bottom edge of the ribbon to my finger, pinch down to my finger, and bring the bottoms up. See, it's just a little half twist. And now, using my pointer finger as my guide. Oh, well, I'm finished there. I'm thinking I'm making a regular bow. I'm going to go on to the next finger, but that's all. That's all with that. And then now my piece of wire, and just bring your wire up and down. Just wire this off. See, my hand's in the way. I'm trying to watch the monitor so that you can see. You can twist it around if you'd like. Whenever I did this with the burlap ribbon, I twisted it more than once. So you just make it go around. You're just twisting this ribbon in place. But you always want to finish with one piece of wire up and one piece of wire down, because you are working in between the pieces of wire. So now I'm off camera, but I'm going out to the edge of the board, and I'm making my little dovetail. See, there it is. I cut it, and we're going to stick it there. We're trying to just stay really zoomed in, because what is very important is what you're seeing, what's going on right here. Okay, my next piece of ribbon. I'm going to try this in this one. The bow that I made yesterday, I just put 1-inch ribbon, the first two, and then everything else was 2-inch ribbon. But I'm just going to try this. I really like this ribbon because look at this. This color. Beautiful ribbon. And so I'm going to stick this in here. We'll see how this looks at the end. So here we go, and I'm going to make this go all the way out to the end. Pinch. Put a pretty little pinch on it. Use your fingernails if you'd like. and put it right in place. Bring your wire up and down. Just twist it in place. That's all you're doing. You're just holding this in place because this is all these separate little pieces of ribbon. And if the phone rang, you can just let go, and it's held in place. And the important thing is this is coming straight out. See how that looks here? See how it's coming straight out? I didn't place any ribbon up here or down here. I'm stacking on top of each other and coming straight out. Okay? Now, using this as my guide. See, I always do this. There's my guide. Going over the next finger. I'm going to put my finger here. And look, I'm going to flip it. You're going to be able to really see bottoms up here. See, finger here, right under my work. Bottom edge of ribbon. Pinch to it, and there's my twist. And see, sometimes I hold it with my thumb. See, always like this. There's my guide, drop it over. Finger here, bottom edge of the ribbon. See the bottom edge of the ribbon? Finger here, bottom edge of ribbon to my finger, pinch, and there's the twist. Always bringing that bottom edge up. Now, just wire this off. Wire it in place. Up and down and around if you'd like. Doesn't matter. You can do it twice if you'd like. See? And it's all held in place. Take this piece, get it out of your way. This just works so nice. Now I'm off camera. I'm making my little dovetail. I'm bringing this all the way out to the end. Only 2 ribbons to go. Oh, I didn't make that too pretty. Let me cut that again. I want to have some pretty little dovetails. Okay, there. That's out the way. Now, here we go with our next one. Okay, here we go. Here's our next piece of ribbon. Look, a pretty yellow polka dot. Now, I'm going to flip this up this way because you're going to really be able to see this well. This is the right side of the ribbon. Of course, this is the wrong side. So we're going to approach the board this way. We want to have the top of our ribbon facing the top. This is the top of our bow here. This is the bottom of the bow. So here we go. We're going to pinch and just wire this off here. Just bring that piece of wire up and down. See? And just pull your wire up and down. Now my finger like this. It's my guide. And drop it down. Let's get this out of the way here. Pull that up there. Now, finger here. Bottom edge of ribbon to my finger. Pinch. Make a pretty little pinch. Make a pretty gather. And twist. I'm bringing the bottom edge of the ribbon up. See how my ribbon is facing up now? See, this is the right side of the ribbon. And it's facing up, the top of the ribbon, the top of the bow. So here we go, like this. And I'm using this finger as my guide. Drop it over. Finger here. Bottom edge of ribbon to my finger. Pinch. And twist. Because you want, that's bottoms up, you want the top of your ribbon facing up. Come with your little piece of wire and wire it off. I'm watching on the monitor. I'm trying to watch the monitor what I'm doing with my hands. So to keep my hands out of your way, you see, I think I went around once or twice there. The important thing is, it's holding this piece of ribbon in place. You see, I've completely let go. Everything is sitting here. And this is how this should look. See how this is straight out. This is straight out. No ribbon up here, no ribbon down there. It's completely straight out. You have stacked on itself every time. You see how that looks there? You see how each little piece of ribbon, you can see all the different colors. It's stacked one on top of it itself. Okay? So that's how it should look. I think you're getting a pretty good idea how this should look now. So I think I'm right here off the edge of the camera, but I'm just cutting a little dovetail. And we have one ribbon to go. And look, we're going to take both of these pieces of ribbon and stick them here and get them out of the way for now. See how nice and neat this stays? See how everything is held and is held out of your way? Use the in between each of your fingers to hold this ribbon and get it out of your way. Okay? So here we go. Last one, a beautiful burlap. Here we are. I'm going to dovetail my end. I'm going all, I know I'm off camera, but that's my measurement. I'm going all the way to the end. And you see what I'm doing? Wrong side of ribbon, right side of ribbon. And you're going to approach the board like this, because you want this to face the top. This is the top of your bow. This is the bottom of your bow. And you're going to pinch and wire it off. Every time it's just the same thing, just over and over and over. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way. I think I was out of the way there. See, I just went around it once. Even with a burlap, I think I just went around that once there. So, finger like this. See, I'm using this as my guide. Around. Finger here. Bottom edge of ribbon. Bottom edge of ribbon to my finger. There's my pinch, pretty pinch. Really tight, pretty pinch. And this is burlap ribbon, so look what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this over here, and look, I'm going to form my little pinch, and there's my bottoms up movement. I'm twisting it. It's just one little twist. Let's see. I'm watching on the monitor. I think let's do it this way so you can see. So the ribbon was down. There's where my pinch is, and twist. And you see I've brought the wrong side of the right side of the ribbon up. See, there it is, and it's facing up. Drop it down. Bring it back. Oh, I didn't wire this off. Look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Wire this off. Look, I'm gonna go around twice because it's burlap. Bring this around, finger here, bottom edge to my finger. There's my pinch, and there's my twist. See, I brought the right side of the ribbon up. Here's my piece of wire, and wire, twist it off, twist the wire around. See? Now, let me dovetail it over here on the end. And we are finished making this bow. And this is how it should look. Look, you can see that clearly. See how clear this is here? See? Nothing here. See how it is stacked right on top of itself. Okay? That's how it should look. Now, I'm going to go back and get my stronger piece of wire. This was a much thinner piece of wire. So I'm going to go back and get my original piece of wire. This is why I left this little piece. Don't pull it straight up, it'll knot it. Just give it a little jiggle. See, just barely, it takes hardly anything. Pull it down. Now I'm going to go back and get this little piece of wire. See? And I'm just going to pop it off that nail. Bring it up, and now I'm going to wire the whole bow off with my stronger piece of wire, the piece of wire that I started with. Pull it in tightly. You want this, your little bow, it'll open up prettier if you can pull it in tightly. See, you can tell by how my hands look that I'm really pulling on this. And now I'm pushing against that bottom finger. I'm just pushing in. Okay, now look. See, I'm just going to wrap it around and around and around just a few times. See how I'm going round and round? And that is it. That's how you do it. Now slip it off. Slip everything off. Dave, come zoom out so they can see the whole thing. zoom out.
It's all the way out.
Okay, well, let's get this out of the way so you can see. Here, take this from me. That's my director there. It's my husband behind me. So that is how this bow should look at this point. Okay? See how it's all stacked? This is the other side. So there you go. It's all stacked, and that's all your pieces of wire in there. So there you go. That's how it should look for now. I hope this really helps you. I hope this completely clarifies what you should be doing, twisting off the wire at the base finger. I hope this really helps. Please critique. Of course, I'm going to be on the websites. Tell me how you like this. Thank y'all so much.